From pipelines to peacekeeping, from backpacks to branding, Canada's role around the world is intimately tied to our sense of identity. And we wanted to see what people think about Canada's influence in international affairs. Our question: what is Canada's role in the world?
You play a big role in the sort of moderating what the United States does. And whatever position we might have, just sort of being like, okay, we're going to be the more mature sibling and talk about this a bit more reasonably. That's at least my perspective.
I like Canada's role. I
Why?
think we do okay because we're Canadian. We like to think positive, and we're actually very vocal about it.
Canada is a good example in a lot of things related to international affairs. We have some work to do in others, but I think people look to us as an example of a country that's doing a lot of things well.
I think we do make an impact. I think there's more things that we can look into, and different trade partners and agreements we can look at a little bit more, but I think that we do make an impact on the international front.
Okay, sir.
No, I think that we make a good effort, but I think we end up playing more of a mediator role a lot of the times because we don't really we kind of lack the military power that a country like the United States would have, or China or whatnot. But I think that the will is always pretty good from Canada. We just don't have the ability to be much more powerful than we could be.
I think we have a positive influence on the international scene, and I think we do a good job. I think we come across as a very effective and proactive country, so I think it's good.
I think ever since Trump has taken office, I mean, Canada's always kind of had a backseat as far as global affairs compared to our neighbors down in the States. But I think now that the U.S. kind of seizes all the headlines, I think even more Canada is kind of taking a backseat in as far as global politics and global affairs goes.
I think that we are abiding as a country as far as international affairs go. I mean, that's a real shift from pipelines and resource development internally. But I think that our role has always been and continues to be one of keeping the world peacemakers. And I think that it's important that we are contributing to the overall global health of the world and making sure that people have housing and blankets and things like that. I think that it's important that we continue to participate in the global economic system, because you can't just start withdrawing commodities that other countries depend on just overnight.